It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today as we start a brand new week on the channel. It's a Monday. It is a Metal Monday. Well, today it's more like a hard rock Monday, but I'm here for it, friends. We're listening to some Van Halen. It's metal adjacent. So I'm ready to listen to some hard rock and music today. I'm happy that you're along for the ride. I have had my eye on this album for a while. I was reminded, hey, you haven't listened to Van Halen in a while, and this album, 5150, just celebrated its 40th anniversary. You got to take a look. So that's what we're up to, friends. I'm happy that you're here. We're doing side one today. This is actually a band that I'm pretty familiar with from my non-Daily Doug days. I especially remember being moved as a younger person by the piano riff and the lyrical message in Right Now. And that song hit right as I was starting to get into music as a kid. I loved the rhythm of it and I loved the sound of it, and I got into the band at that time, right? And although I enjoyed it, for some reason, I never ended up buying a Van Halen record or going back and listening very much to their back catalog. Yeah, I only really know the big hits from this band, and for a long time, that's been enough. So on the channel, that's the reason why we haven't heard very much of this band's music. We did hear their debut album in its entirety, and that was quite fun. We've also heard a few of their hits, including Mean Street and Panama, and early on, we heard a great cover of Jump by guitarist Mike Dawes. I remember that reaction quite fondly. A wonderful cover by Mike Dawes. So I've been realizing that we've not listened to a whole lot of their music. We need to get to more of Van Halen on the channel, and we've not yet listened to any music from this band that features their second lead singer, Sammy Hagar. And so today we're going to get that opportunity. And I'm really eager to dive in, y'all. But first, I need to tell y'all about my new chair. I have a new chair. I'm sitting in it right now. I don't know if I can move this around and show you a little bit. It is golden. It is the eWin Flash XL ergonomic gaming chair. I really love it. This is, here you go, eWin. There you go, friends. This is the headrest. It comes off, obviously. It's plushy, it's magnetic, and I can move it around to wherever I want to. I can stick it right there, and it's great. It's got these vents keep me cool in the back, and it's XL, friends, which means it's made for bigger folks like me. They have um, a bunch of models to choose from, but I have received the Flash XL ergonomic golden computer gaming office chair with pillows. It's quite lovely. So yeah, friends, I'm 6'4", and most of my height is actually in my torso, and so becoming comfortable in office chairs has been quite difficult for me over the years because I just don't tend to fit very well. But this one, made for extra large people, I really, really enjoy it. It's got two different lumbar support dials, one on my right here and one on my left, and I can adjust the lumbar support for my lower back and for my mid back. It's quite lovely. I showed you the magnetic headrest. It's quite lovely. It was easy to assemble. It was packaged well. And y'all, I'm really looking forward to spending quite a bit of time in this new chair. I like the way that it hugs my legs. I feel like I am in the pilot's seat and not just a passenger, right? It's really, really great. And right now, they are offering a site-wide 15% discount. The code is TAX, TAX15, TAX15, and you should use that when you are shopping at ewinracing.com. It's tax season, and that's the discount that they are offering right now. I'm thankful for their support and for them sending me this lovely chair to do my work in. So if you would like to get a chair for yourself, all you need to do is go to ewinracing.com and take a look, friends. So thank you to eWin for support and for sponsoring this video. I very much appreciate it. So let's get into this album, friends. Side one of 5150 is going to have 5 songs on it. We've got 9 songs altogether on the album, and I think I only recognize two of these songs by their title. Both of them are going to be on this side, so I'm eager to hear that. Either way, this is going to be a fun and informative listen for me. It's a band that I like. It's a lineup that I like. And I'm going to hear songs from them that I've never heard before, so it's going to be fun. So, Sammy Hagar is on lead and backing vocals. Eddie Van Halen is on guitar, keyboards, and backing vocals. Michael Anthony is on bass and backing vocals. And Alex Van Halen is on the drums. We start off with Good Enough from side 1. And even though it's actually kind of good. You know, this is the very first sounds that Van Halen fans in 1986 are going to hear from the band after 1984 with David Lee Roth and Jump and all those great songs, right? And so they're like, what's this going to sound like? Even though Dave has departed the band, they're still making good use of metaphor to describe some adult-related content. Y'all, in this case, we're making use of food to make our point. They're verse 1, US Prime grade A stamped. They're comparing food to some pretty ladies, I believe. So it's nice that they haven't lost their sensibility, even with the new lead singer. Let's dive in. I don't know if I've heard this one, but it starts off the album, and I'm ready to go, friends. It's Good Enough from Van Halen. Here we go.
Hello, baby.
Hello back. I think I've heard that little snip of Hello Baby, but I didn't know it was from this. Driving beat.
Wow, US Prime, grade A, snap guaranteed.
It's US Prime. It's guaranteed, y'all. We got to grease it up and turn on the heat. You just got to chow down, y'all. She's good enough to... That's a quote. Great album opener. Hard rockin'. Give me 6 on the half shell. Man, the backing vocals too, especially from Michael, are always so solid, aren't they? Yeah. Down to flat 6. Back to 1.
Hey, waitress! Look at her, man. You got any specials here tonight? Me and the fellas might be interested.
I'd like the blue light special.
What's that? Rock or what? Well, I'll have some of that.
I like this. Cool.
I'll be the first to say that I'm blind to the world. Blind to the world. 'Cause I'm 2 days gone, and I just can't say. Yeah, but I ain't no fool. And honey, I know a good thing. And she's a coming. And she's a coming. Now come out, come out, come out, come out. 'Cause it's good.
She's good enough, y'all. They're all good enough. Come on, what are you talking about?
She's good enough. Good enough to.
Good enough to wow. Whatever that means. Yeah, a hard rockin' tune for sure. A great album opener. It really gets us going, doesn't it? Fast tempo, common time, just rocking out. And a good introduction to Sammy Hagar as lead singer. He just sounded great on that, right? So up next is a song that I know, and I know pretty darn well, and I'm sure y'all know it as well. It's Why Can't This Be Love? It's the first single from this album, which also means it's the band's first single with Sammy Hagar as lead singer. It peaked all the way at number 3 on the Hot 100, and it's a relatively new sound for the band. There's more keyboard in the mix than they've had previously. And of course, they've got a new lead singer. So let's go back and remember what this song is all about. It's Why Can't This Be Love from Van Halen. Here we go. Down to La, Sol, to the 6. So they modulated to minor key. Flat 6, flat 7. Right.
It's got what it takes. So tell me why can't this be love?
Such a good tune.
Straight from my heart.
Straight from the heart.
Oh, tell me why can't this be love? I tell myself.
So they're playing off of the major key and the relative minor. So the verses are in the minor key, A minor. And then the bridge cool sounds. I gotta figure out what they do there. And by the time they get to the chorus, they're back in C major, relative major.
So tell me why can't this be love?
shot. Where the hell they go? Talk about some prog rock in there. Back to C.
It's got what it takes. So tell me why can't this be love? Straight from my heart. Tell me why can't this be love? Baby, why can't this be love? Got to know why can't this be love? I wanna know why can't this be
Just your straightforward chords, y'all. While they're in C, it's C to A to F to G. They get to A minor, relative minor, and they're using some of the major 4 chord in there. The pre-chorus gets us to somewhere completely different. I think using chords from C's parallel minor, but I'd have to listen to it again and really peck it out. And then that instrumental break went into some sharps, like a really sharp key. Then they get back. So more progressive in its structure than I remembered. It's a great tune. I really like it. It's got a great groove to it. It's really singable, and it's got all those different sounds in it. And it's no telling why they picked it to be the first single. I actually really enjoyed that song. I remember it fondly from years and years and years ago. So let's continue on, friends. Next up is a song called Get Up, and this was actually the B-side to Why Can't This Be Love. I don't know much about this one, y'all. The lyrics reveal a song of encouragement, of support. Feel like throwing in the towel? Don't be a fool. They're out to knock you out, put you down for the count. Hey, watch the left, watch the right, below the belt. Be careful. You can do it. They'll run you round and round. It's plain to see it's never going to stop. They'll run you till you drop. There ain't no power around can keep a good man down. There's still some fight in me. That's how it's always going to be. Hold your head up high, look him in the eye, never say die. A song of encouragement. So I'm eager to hear this one, friends. I don't think I ever have before. It is Get Up, and it's from Van Halen. Here we go. There's some of Eddie's guitar. Take it, Alex. Wow. Cool. Trying to figure out if Alex is doing double kick. I don't think so. I think that's just Michael on the bass. Woo! Check this out. Ain't no power can keep a good man down. Ow. I don't know if I really like the arrangement. The low stuff. It's too much in the way. Get up and make it work. Okay. Well, that's some hard rocking music, y'all. Watch your left, watch the right, watch below the belt. Watch especially below the belt. Take a cheap shot. Never's wow. So I hear him in A. Yeah. What a tune that is. Big time, big rockin' tune. And here's the thing, friends, if you've been around here for a while, then you've heard me talk about double kick. And I've become more accustomed to it over the years. When I first started, I was like, good Lord, they're gonna drum me into oblivion with that stuff. I'm more accustomed to it now, but I still question its usage in arrangements. Take a song like this. All of that in the low sounds, it overwhelms the progressions that they're doing. It overwhelms the clarity and the structure of what they're trying to do. It does add that fervor. It adds that emotion. It adds that energy, that drive. But I think it also takes away some of its actual power when it does that. Strategic usage, I'm all for it, but prolonged usage, I believe that in the end, it detracts more from the fervor and the sound that the musicians are trying to put in there than it actually helps. That's my own thought. I'm sure that a bunch of y'all will disagree, but that's just what that's my thought. It takes me out of all the other stuff that's going on, and it makes me be a slave to that sound. And it diminishes the rest of everything that's going on to just that. That's what that's the feeling that I get. Like, the whole rest of the song is great and cool, and and the breaks that we got from that big sonority down there were quite effective. we needed more of them. We needed more time without that low sound in there. That's what I think. Hard drive and tune though. Right. So next up is the second single from the album. It's a song called Dreams, another classic radio-friendly song that I have heard over the years, friends. When I read that this is a song that Sammy has said is among his very favorites from any and all of the pieces that he's ever been involved with. He really, really loves this song. And we get this mantra in here. That's what dreams are made of. And what are they talking about? I think they're talking about love itself. Losing yourself in the embrace of another person. That's what dreams are made of. Yeah. So let's hear it. It's been a long time since I heard this song, and I'm eager to hear it with all of you. It's Dreams, and it's from Van Halen. Here we go. And there you go, guitar fans. They're like, what is this synthesizer in a Van Halen record? Suspended 5, 1. Dum, 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 dum.
World turns black and white. Pictures in an empty room. Your love starts falling down. Then a change or two. Yeah, you reach for the golden ring. Reach for the sky. Baby, just spread your
Reach for the sky, just spread your wings.
straight up will climb.
God, that's a high part though. When I sing along, I gotta sing it down an octave. It's kind of like a pop rock song, but they're using a hard rock arrangement to bring it to us.
So baby, dry your eyes. Save all the tears you've cried. Oh, that's what dreams are made of.
That's what dreams are made of.
'Cause we belong in a world that must be strong. Oh, that's what dreams are made of.
Another key change as we get into the guitar solo here. A lot more key changes than I ever remembered them doing. Well, little modal mixture gets him back to the 5, and then re-rack for the chorus. Who knows what's out there for us? We just gotta be ready for it. Save all the tears you
cry. Oh, that's what dreams are made of. Oh, baby,
So now we get a guitar solo based on the same progression, and Eddie's just, oh, do more, Eddie. Kind of embellishing on the melody that's pre-existing, right? Beautiful. Flat 7, 4, 1. That's an interesting way to finish the tune. Little Mixolydian cadence at the end. Yeah. You know, is it Eruption? No. Is it a great rock song? I think yes. Actually, it's a great pop rock song that's just performed by a hard rock band. You know what I mean? And they make it work for them. They really do. I love the sound. And friends, I believe that that's about it for the songs that I know and remember from this album. The next one that we have is called Summer Nights, and it's the last one on this side, and the last one that we'll hear today. Summer Nights. The lyrics ring similar as I read through them to many other odes to summer rock songs. You know, Summer of '69, take Paradise by the Dashboard Light, the odes to summer. You know, we're talking about those warm nights where the sun is setting late, yet the mischief continues long into the night, and we're remembering our youth and a little bit of freedom and a lack of responsibility. And that's what it rings as to me as I read through the lyrics. I'm curious to see what it sounds like. Let's finish out side 1 with Summer Nights from Van Halen. Here we go. To the 5, 4, 1, 4, 5, 6. And they're not in that key. Ha ha ha! Kind of rockabilly. They love it when me and the boys want to play some love with them human toys. Back to relative minor for the verse, B minor. I think that's a metaphor. Them girls are biting good tonight. You're down at the fishing hole. Okay. Little half-step action. Sounds like Lay to Soul. This is back like at the beginning. And then it goes up by a step. Just like it did before. Again, great backing vocals. Alex back there just ripping it up. He doesn't get enough accolades for how strong and sturdy of a drummer he is back there. And they're gonna play us out. Well, there you go, friends. A little hit and miss for me. Dreams, I think, is my favorite song from that side. Why Can't This Be Love is a great song as well. Get Up, I was a little less enamored with, mainly because of the instrumentation, of the arrangement. I thought that the opening song was a great opener for the album, and then I really liked the blues rockabilly sensibility of Summer Nights. Though I don't think it's one of their more special tunes. It's a solid tune. It's a solid album track. So I'm left being really curious about what I will think when I get to side 2 in a couple of days. We're going to do side 2 in the very next episode, friends. And there's a total of 4 singles from the album. The 2 from this side, Why Can't This Be Love and Dreams, are the only ones that I think I know. On this side 2, we're going to hear a song called Love Walks In. We're going to hear a song called Best of Both Worlds. Both of those were single releases, and I know that I'm less familiar with those songs. I may be completely unfamiliar with them. Their lyrics, as I read through them, and just the title itself doesn't ring any bells for me of memory. So I'll be quite curious to listen to side 2 when we get there. And, by the time we only have 4 songs on side 2. We've got Love Walks In and Best of Both Worlds. We'll also hear the title track and a song called Inside. I think all of them will be new listens for me by the time that we get around to side 2 next time. But for today, y'all, it was just lovely to really get a sense for how Van Halen came out swinging with Sammy as their new lead person. It was just 2 years previous that they came out with 1984. And then, I haven't really read into and learned a lot about the inner workings of the relationships in the band, the desires in the band, and exactly why David Lee Roth left the band after 1984's album. I need to figure more of that stuff out. I think I'll read into it more before I do side 2 on Wednesday, and I'll let you know what thoughts I have. But I really enjoy Sammy's voice. I enjoy the intensity that he brings to the delivery of the lyric. And I think he makes the three other guys in the band quite more complete musicians um, as they start branching out and searching for these other sounds that the band can adopt into their palette of offerings in their songwriting, right? I really enjoyed it. Y'all that were around 40 years ago when this came out, what were you thinking? Were you upset? Were you upset that it wasn't Dave? Did you like, this is crap? It's too much synthesizer. Have you, if you reacted negatively to it, uh, has your thoughts changed over the years? Have you like, yeah, this is actually a cool record. I don't know what I was thinking. I'd be interested to hear, friends. When this came out in 86, I was 9. I wasn't ready for Van Halen at that point in my life. And so it was just a few years later, like I said at the very beginning, when Right Now came out, and that it really caught me as I was starting to get into music. But all of this previous material is stuff that I still have never really gotten into and listened to all of. So it's been my pleasure to get into side one from 5150 with y'all today. A supersized Metal Monday, call it a Hard Rock Monday, but I really enjoyed myself. When we come back on Wednesday, we will hear all of side two. Until then, I thank you for being with me. We will see you next time on another edition of the Daily Dog.